Most women think that becoming her starts with the aesthetic, the clean apartment, the clothes, the morning routine, but that's not reinvention, that's the aesthetic of reinvention. In this video, I want to talk about the actual psychology of reinvention because tips and tricks will only get you so far. My name's Ashley Pierre, author of the book Habit Theory. How do you actually reinvent yourself from the inside out? If you don't like who you are and you want to become a completely different person, this video is going to teach you the actual psychology behind reinvention. This is the reinvention method. This is the proprietary framework that I created to completely reinvent yourself. Now, there are actually 3 pillars to reinvention, but once you understand these pillars, you're going to know step by step how to completely change the way you live your life, how you see yourself, and how other people see you. Now let's get into pillar number 1, which is the foundation of reinvention that nobody ever talks about, and that is changing how you treat yourself. Now I know, you're like, reinvention, I thought it'd be something a little bit sexier, how you treat yourself. You can't become her while still talking to yourself like somebody that you hate. Now, the way that you treat yourself includes how you talk to yourself when you make a mistake, the way that you forgive yourself, the way that you hold yourself accountable without shaming yourself. If you're constantly saying things like, I don't know what's wrong with me, or I always mess this up, I want you to imagine pretending that you have a kid and you're talking to your kid that way. How do you expect your kid to act? Do you think when you talk to your kid that way, that's going to instill courage and that's going to empower your kid to do better? Or it's going to help breed shame, which then inhibits their ability to stick to habits and raise their standards. So reinvention really starts with changing the way that you treat yourself because it builds the foundation for your belief and your ability to then focus on the next 2 pillars. Because your identity builds around those statements. And it doesn't have anything to do with how objectively true they are. Your brain just believes what it rehearses the most. A woman who trusts herself doesn't talk to herself like she's broken. She might say, I didn't follow through today, but I can study what happened. That's the difference between shame and self-leadership. When you make mistakes, it's really easy to resort to shame, right? It feels comfortable because that's what you've practiced for so long. That's how maybe you were disciplined when you were a child. But shame doesn't make it easier to do the desired behaviors, it makes it harder because you are decreasing your self-belief. So ask yourself, when you mess up, do you speak to yourself like someone you're trying to lead or trying to punish? And what would I say if my kid made the same mistake that I made? By the way, if you want my one-to-one help to help you install the reinvention method into your life so you can completely change how you see yourself and how other people see you, you can book a call with me. The link's in the description. So that's pillar number 1, how you treat yourself. The second pillar is how you treat your life. Every single day, every action that you take is building a life. The only question is whether you're building it consciously or unconsciously. See, your current life is a reflection of your daily actions. Your daily actions are your habits, and your habits are your standards. A lot of women say that they have high standards. But the truth is that your standards aren't what you say you value, they're what you actually do. So if you say you have a standard for health, but you constantly neglect your body is not living under the standard of health. One of the easiest ways to see what your standards are is to look around your house, look around your room. If your room is a mess, then that is the standard that you hold yourself to in that area. Now, there are 3 main types of actions: life-building actions, life-breaking actions, and life-maintaining actions. Life-building actions are actions that make your future more powerful, stable, healthy, and self-trusting. So for example, it's like going to the gym, meal prepping for the week, or tracking your calories. These actions might not feel good immediately, but they leave your life better than you found it. Now, life-breaking actions. It's pretty much the antithesis of the building one. So it's like, eating a whole bunch of junk food, letting your home get really messy, staying up until 3 a.m. scrolling. Basically, constantly choosing short-term relief over long-term self-respect. And usually these actions may feel good immediately, but they leave your life worse off than you found it. And then the last type of actions are life-maintaining actions. These actions keep you at the same level. So they aren't destroying you, but they're also not growing you either. For example, handling responsibilities but never creating direction, like going through the motions and surviving the week. And the truth is, a lot of high-performing women aren't ruining their lives, they're just maintaining it. The key shift is understanding that your life is something that you are a steward of. You are the person entrusted with your body, your time, your energy, your attention, your relationships, your money, your environment, and your future. It's yours, nobody else but yours. So treating your life well means asking, am I being a good steward of what I've been given? Stop acting like your life is something that you're trying to get through and start treating it like something you are responsible for leading. So it's very important to get crystal clear with how you treat your life. Look at your daily actions and ask what actions are building my life, what actions are breaking my life, and what actions are just maintaining my life. You can do this simply, just get a journal, create 3 columns, put each action into each column. This is going to give you a lot of clarity about where your life is headed. And then the third pillar to reinvention is the pillar that most people and most, content starts with, and I saved it for last, and there's a really important reason why I did that. This is how you present yourself, right? So this is, your grooming, your style, your posture, your hygiene, how you carry yourself, how you speak, how you present yourself is at the top because it is the external signal of internal transformation. The way that you present yourself teaches your brain how seriously you take your reinvention and how seriously you take yourself. How you present yourself really just basically means putting more effort into your appearance, wearing makeup, wearing accessories like jewelry, putting more effort into your outfits, investing more into your wardrobe. And when you feel more attractive, you will feel more confident. When you're more confident, people are more attracted to you. When people are more attracted to you, when you feel that, then you feel better about yourself. So learning how to wear makeup. If you don't know how to wear makeup, search makeup classes in my area. Having a skincare routine. And this is so important because when you're taking better care of your skin, your hair, your clothes, your environment, your brain receives a signal. You're not presenting yourself to earn value. You're presenting yourself to show your brain that you value yourself. So ask yourself, what does my current presentation reflect about me? Where have I stopped putting effort in because I've been tired, disconnected, or in survival mode? What's one small external signal that I can change this week to signal to myself that I am reinventing myself? It's like getting your nails done, wearing concealer, wearing lip gloss, wearing mascara. It could be small things, but when we add them over time, we change who we are. More importantly, who we think we are. So now we know the 3 pillars of reinvention: how you treat yourself, how you treat your life, and how you present yourself. Who you believe you are shapes how you treat yourself, shapes how you treat your life, shapes how you present yourself, which reinforces who you believe you are. Your brain has constructed an idea of who you believe you are. It's a prediction, and this prediction is built by proof. The proof is the actions that you take every single day. And whether you realize it or not, your brain is always collecting proof. It's collecting proof from the way that you speak to yourself, the way you treat your life, the way you show up in the world. And eventually, that proof becomes your identity. So every time you talk to yourself differently, you collect new proof for the new person you want to be. Every time you keep a promise, every time you choose the gym over comfort, every time you put a little bit of extra effort into your appearance. I hope you guys learned something from this video, and if you're interested in working with me one-to-one in my reinvention program, where I help you define who you want to be and what your life looks like, and we break it down into the habits, and then we actually create that life together using habit theory and the reinvention method, then you can book a call with me. The link is in the description. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.